Welcome again, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about will a narcissist ever recognize your worth, or do they? Before we do, though, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that subscribe so you're updated and kept in touch with all of the latest downloads and videos, especially when I do go live. You can make sure you catch me, hit the subscribe, and then hit the bell. That'll make sure you get the notification when I do go live. Anyway, without further ado, with that being said, it's kind of like this, right? You take it like this: the narcissist basically already had sized you up and recognized that you were valuable from the very onset of meeting you, from even pursuing you. Okay? The narcissist knew what value you had when they were pursuing you. And many of you, if you think about it, they were more of the aggressors coming towards you, trying to be with you, than you were with them. All right? You only They got you in a position where you were hanging on, but they were the ones coming and pursuing you, initiating, love bombing, all of this stuff, because they're putting in this work because they expected a payout. See, they knew you were full of treasures. They knew you were full of treasures and loaded with a lot of virtues and things that they could benefit from. So they recognized your worth. The problem is, it's not about them. It's not about you. It's more about them being unworthy. Okay. So the whole thing is, from the very beginning, as I said, the very onset, they knew what you were worth. They had to get a part of that. They had to get a piece of that action. So they came at you, they pursued you, they wooed you, did whatever it take to get you, because they knew you were full of treasures. You were full of virtuous treasures. And once they got you, they started being able to reap those rewards, to milk you, to get that up out of you. You enhance them treasures to them. And so at that point, the narcissist is taking it all in, right? But what this is, it's more like diamond crooks or thieves. That's what narcissists are. They're thieves because they come in faking, pretending as though they want something meaningful, as though they want to really be with you and connected and fulfilled with you, but it's only to rob you. They're there. A narcissist comes into your life to rob you. Make no mistake about that. They are there to steal and take whatever it is that you have that they consider beneficial to them in some sort of way, right? This is where the manipulation comes in. The lying comes in, okay? Because they have to do this in order to get from you. Now, they're completely unworthy and do not deserve not one lick of anything that you have. But because of their arrogance, because of their entitlement, feeling self-entitled and like they should have whatever they want, they figure, why not you? Why not get it from you? If I can swindle you, if I can, pretend and put on to get from you, then I'll do that. I'll rob you for whatever it is that you have, your virtues, the your love, all of this stuff that they are non-deserving of. And here's the biggest thing: the narcissist knows they're not deserving. They know it. And so when it's all said and done, when you are no longer with the narcissist and the narcissist is no longer with you, you'll sit back and think, some of you, did they ever appreciate me? Did they ever, you know, wonder, or think about all of the stuff I did for them? Well, of course, but not in the sense of anything to do with any love or romance. It was like I hit a good lick when I was with that person. I had really came up a little something when I was with that person. But it's all about what they were able to gain off of you. Has nothing to do with love. Has nothing to do with appreciation or value. Nothing. So when you think about it in the end, if they're thinking on anything, it's about Man, I had it good when I was with such and such. Or man, I sure had it was like this, or it was a cool little run when I was with that person. But they look at it as more as, it was an event or something that they had to do. There's no terms of endearment or any sentimental reflection from the narcissist on that when they think about, did you mean anything to them? Because they were robbing you. So a robber they're not thinking about, is this person really gonna miss these items that I'm taking from them? They're not thinking about that when they go to rob something. It's about, when I get these items and go flip them and get this money or whatever, I'm gonna be done came up a little bit more. And that's exactly how the narcissist is thinking when they're robbing you in the name of a relationship or a marriage, etc. They're robbing you. It's theft. So to answer the question and to conclude on this video, I know this is short, but I just had to make a point on it. No, the narcissist is not thinking of you in a way of with these terms of endearment. They're missing the benefits. Okay? That's what they're missing. When they get to lacking and doing worse in another situation, they start missing the benefits that they had from other situations. Not you. They're not missing you. They're incapable of having that sense of love to where they're missing the attributes and able to understand and recognize the value that you had to them in the first place, because they were never there to build with you. They were there to take from you. So all I got to say about this video, hope it resonates with you. Hope it brings a little bit of enlightenment to your minds. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. A lot of you who message me and say, well, I'm not getting anything. You got to hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell button. Make sure you do that. Anyway, something to ponder on, something to think on. Keep your mind sharp and don't allow yourself to overthink the situation on whether or not you were meant something to someone who was out to get what you had in the first place.